And we are recording this morning, this snowy, cold morning. Hey, Mr. K.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great this morning. So we're just about to launch into March break, and I really appreciate that you've taken the time to sit down with me here and talk a little bit about the project that we just launched with the ETSB elementary schools. We got such great responses. We've got 6K, we've got 5-6S, we've got 5C, and the 2 MAC classes from LES that have sent in their sheets, which is just thank you so much. The Cougar Ambassador team is all about leadership, and we thought that if we talked to the students at LES as leaders, they would tell us that they were. So how did you find, Mr. Kelso, how did you find that this went when you did this activity with your students?
Well, I thought that it was a really, first of all, it opened up lots of doors of discussion for us. And this week was perfect timing actually for the project, because it was Pink Shirt Day, Anti-Bullying Day on Wednesday. And so we were having lots of conversations all week about what it means to be a bystander, but also what it means to be an upstander and what the difference between those two roles are. And, leadership plays a big part in that, to stand up and to defend what you think is right and to be a good role model. So when we had this discussion, they already were kind of plentiful with ideas of how they wanted to see their school community and how they wanted to be a positive influence on not just themselves, but everybody around them, and how to foster a tight-knit community, which, I think we're very lucky to have at LES. So it was a really insightful and important exercise, I think, for them as they are finishing up their elementary career and moving on to bigger things. I think it was an important reflection piece for them.
Well, it's we're so proud of your students for their contributions to this, and it really meant a lot. I forwarded all of the images immediately to the group of students who were featured in the promotional video. They're all hoping that they're going to be able to be present when Lenny does virtually visit LES, and we're just, and for you as a former Champlain student, I think it was really interesting that the first response came from you with your contributions to this project. So we want to foster as well that awareness that they're a part of a bigger community, and that they're already part of a post-secondary community, even though they're still in elementary school, just to let them know, to remind them we're here for them, and we want them to succeed in school, and we want them to succeed in their communities. And so we're really proud of your students. They did a great job showing how they lead, share, learn, build, and are a part of that pride at Lennoxville Elementary School and in the Eastern Townships School Board. So
I have to say that it was very interesting for me, not only as a former student at Champlain, but also a former student at LES. I graduated from LES 20 years ago.
Amazing.
So, I'm back and just kind of taking the time to reflect on what I thought it was to be a leader in grade 6. Marching the kindergarten kids down to the bus line, being on the stage and running the fitness program at lunch. So it was really interesting to see how it's changed, and what leadership is in our school how it's transformed and evolved over 20 years is quite, I consider myself very lucky to have had that perspective. So yeah, it's been a wild experience, very wild.
I think it's a good sign of our school communities when, 20 years later, you find yourself teaching grade 6 at LES, and almost 30 years later, I find myself as Recreational Activities Technician for Champlain Lennoxville, where I studied too. So there you go. That's just a good sign of a good, solid, amazing, supportive, rootsy, townshipy
It's so townshipers.
Loving
so
environment, man. So thank you so much to your students. We're looking forward to visiting with them. We wish them like the most awesome March break. Just get outside and play and like relax and be with your families and enjoy. And we're really looking forward this spring to connecting with all of you. So have an amazing day. Have a well-deserved March break, Mr. Kelso.
Thank you. And I don't know, is Champlain on March break as well next week?
Yes, we are.
So I wish you a great March break as well. And thank you to you and your Cougar ambassadors for developing this project. I think it's really important, and it was very insightful and interesting. So thank you for reaching out to us, and we're happy to have participated. And we look forward to meeting with Lenny Cougar and your ambassadors in the spring. So thank you again.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Kohl Kelso.
Hey.
Take care.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.